Right, for today, go ahead and try to find the page that has Go Fish on it. And I'm going to show you 2 different ways you can play Go Fish. So in your booklet, I guess this would be the inside page, Go Fish, and then if you pull that page out, it has those 2 versions. Because when I printed them, it actually got, when I made the booklets, it got messed up the pages that I wanted together. So we have Go Fish, and I'm going to show you another version of Go Fish. So first off, with normal Go Fish, you might already know how to play it. Make sure you shuffle your cards 3 or 4 times. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And then this game's fun because you can play it with a lot of people. You could probably play it with, you could play it with just 2 people, or you could play it with maybe 4. You could try to even play it with 5 or 6 or 7 people, depending on how many people you have in your house who would like to play. So this is a pretty fun game. Usually we play it with around 2 to 4 players. So with Go Fish, you give people, you can choose how many cards to give. Maybe you're gonna give 7. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm playing with maybe 1 other person, okay? So we both have, well, let's play with 1 more person. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we all have our cards. I'm gonna make a river, and that's where we go fishing, okay? So now let's see. You're gonna look, and you can choose if you want to play for doubles. Oh, I did not deal enough cards. That's only 4. What am I thinking? 5, 6, 7. Okay. Oh my goodness. 5, 6, 7. Okay. So in your cards, you can decide how hard you want this to be. You can decide that you want to go for pairs, like you just have to have the same number. You can decide that you want to do color pairs, so like it has to be the same color and the same number. Or in my family, we call it go for books, which means 4 of a kind, and that's definitely the hardest kind. So you can choose how hard you want to make Go Fish. I always liked doing books, making it a little bit trickier, but to start you could do pairs, any pairs, or you could do color pairs. So for this example, we'll just do color pairs. So I'll take my, well, we'll just do any pairs. So I'm gonna take 7s. If I'm this person over here, they're gonna put their 7s to the side, and then they're gonna ask somebody else for cards. So they're gonna say, hey, let's call this Bob. Bob, do you have any 4s? And then Bob would look and say, nope, no 4s. And he would take out his matches. Go fish. And then this person would have to go fishing, which is you take one from the river. It matches, so they can put those down, 5s and 5s. But since they got it from the river, they don't get to go again. So now it's Bob's turn. He's going to ask me, let's say, Mrs. Howell, do you have a 10? Now I have to check. Do I have any 10s? Oh, I do not. And I say, go fish, and I take out my pairs. So go fish, Bob. He can take from anywhere. He'll take from here. Aha, an ace. Nope. All right, now it's my turn. I'm gonna say, let's see. Bob, do you have any 4s? And he has a 4, so he has to give it to me. And usually you don't play with the cards showing, but I'm just showing you since this is an example. So I got my 4, so I get to go again. So I'm gonna ask, I'm gonna call this, Joe, do you have any 6s? And Joe says, nope. So I have to go fish. No. All right, nope, I got a jack. Okay, so that's how normal Go Fish plays. You go in a circle. If you get the card, you get to take it from them, and then you go again. If they say go fish, you take it from the river, and then your turn's over, and it's the next person's turn. Again, you can go for pairs. You can go for, so like any pairs like this. You can go for color pairs, or you can try to say that you have to go for 4 of a kind. And 4 of a kind is pretty fun. That's my opinion. I like to go for 4 of a kind. Okay, now I'm gonna show you the other way, the other version we can play with Go Fish. So with Go Fish, I'm going to keep my 3 players, Joe and Bob and me. And I'm just going to pretend like I shuffled it all, and we're going to start over. So this version is on this side. It says go fishing for pairs that make 10. Okay? So with this one, you're going to play it with a little bit more math. So let's say I'm going to give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you might need to take out... Yep, you would probably leave out face cards for this one. So you would leave out all the 10s. So you would leave out queens, kings, get rid of them. I would probably even get rid of 10s. You just want to keep the numbers like these. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. And then for this version, you're going to try to find pairs that make 10. So do I have any that make 10? 7, 8, 9. Nope, 7 and 7 makes 14. 9 and 9 makes 18. 2 and 2 makes 4. But what about that? 9 plus 1, that makes 10. So I would have a pair that makes 10. So then I would need to ask, what do I need to get 10? I could think 7 plus how many more gets 10? 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, so then when you ask for this version, you would say, I have a 7. Do you have a 3 so that I can make 10? And then I would ask that. I would say, do you have a 3 so I can make 10? And they would look. Oh, they have a 3, so they would give it to me. And then I have a 7 and a 3. That makes 10. All right, now I get to go again. I have, okay, what plus 2? 2 plus what makes 10? 2 plus 8. So I would ask, I have a 2. Do you have an 8 so I can make 10? And they would have to look. Oh, look at that. I'm so lucky. They have an 8. Whew, I'm making all the pairs that make 10. All right. Well, now let's ask it. Say, I have a 9. 9 plus what makes 10? 9 plus 1. So I'm going to say, I have a 9. Can you give me a 1 to make 10? Oh my goodness, this poor person, I'm taking all their cards. They have a 1. So they're going to give it to me. Ha ha ha. I'm having so much good luck. All right. And then I have a 7. I'm going to say, well, I have another 7. Do you have another 3 so I can make 10? Nope, they don't. So they would say, go fish. Finally. Oh, and we're going to get rid of all the 10s and all the face cards. Okay, look, I got a 7 and a 3. That makes 10. So I'll put it down there. And then if you run out of cards, usually my rule is that you can draw like 3 more and then keep playing, but you can decide at your house what you want to do if you run out of cards. So then that would be the end of my turn. Even though I got a match, it was from the river. So then it would be Joe's turn. And he has a 5. So he could ask, I have a 5. Do you have a 5 so I can make 10? Oh, Bob does. So he has to give him the 5 because 5 plus 5 makes 10. All right, let's see. I have a 6. Can you give me a 4 to make 10? Bob has a 4. Give him a 4 to make 10. There you go. 6 and 4 makes 10. And they got to keep asking. I have a 2. Do you have an 8 so I can make 10? Let's see. Nope, no 8s. Go fish. So they'd have to go fish. Oh, getting rid of those. There's an 8. Oh my goodness. So 8, 9, 10. That makes 10. So now he only has 1 card left too. But since he drew from the river, his turn's over. So now it's Bob's turn. And Bob doesn't have very many cards. He got his cards taken. So he'd have to say, I have a 4. 4 plus 6 makes 10. Do you have a 6? Go fish. Poor Bob. Remember, get rid of all your face cards. Okay, so he's stuck. So that's how you would play with the make 10 version. So with playing Go Fish, you can play it just normal where you try to make pairs or 4 of a kind, or you can play Go Fishing for 10s. And this one's a little bit more challenging, but a lot of fun. So you can play with just 1 other person. So you can play with 2. You can play with 3, with 4, with 5. You probably could play with 6 people, but that might be a lot. So that's how you play Go Fish normal version and Go Fishing for 10s. And make sure you keep your cards more organized because this is kind of a mess. Have fun playing.